En algún momento alguien...
Facebook leads the industry in stopping bad actors online. That's because they've invested $13 billion in teams and technology to enhance safety over the last 5 years. It's working. In just the past few months, they've taken down 1.7 billion fake accounts to stop bad actors from doing harm. But working to reduce harmful and illicit content on their platforms is never done. Learn more about how they're helping people connect and share safely at about.fb.com/safety.
At Circle K, we love your vehicle's engine as much as you do. That's why we're bringing you our best premium Circle K fuel. Your vehicle will love our premium fuel because it protects engines with double the cleaning detergents, improving engine performance and also lowering emissions. A cleaner engine means both you and your engine will enjoy smoother drives and happier journeys. So don't just put anything in your tank, show your engine some love. Head to Circle K and fuel up with Circle K Premium Fuel, our best fuel.
Hello. Okay, so this is funny. Um, I've been talking for 15 minutes straight, and I just realized that my microphone was mute. Yep, I guess I need to make sure I got some quality assurance before I start a stream next time. Well, good thing I have 0 views. Yes. So, my name is Daniel Cruz. This is my journey of becoming a self-taught developer. I know I'm talking about myself right now, but I'm just introducing myself for future references. Yes. And what we're going to be doing today is pretty much utilizing freecodecamp.org and just completing the challenge that they have. When you're defining a string, you must start with an end. You must start and end with a single double quote. What happens when you need a literal quote? String in JavaScript, you begin. Use backslash to assign a string to me. Okay, so this is what we need. There you go. Yes. So, can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? There you go. Yes. Okay. Seems like you guys can hear me. Okay. The string values in JavaScript may be written with a single double quote as long as you start and end with the same type of quote. Unlike some other programming languages, single and double quotes work the same in JavaScript. The reason why you might want to use one type of quote over the other is if you want to use both in a string. This may happen if you want to save a conversation in a string and have the conversation in quotes. Another use, you'll be saving a tag with various attributes in quote, all within a string. However, this becomes a problem if you need to use the othermost quote within it. Remember, a string has the same kind of quote as at the beginning and the end, but if you have the same quote somewhere in the middle, the string will stop early and throw an error. Here, bad string will throw an error. In the good string above, you can use both quotes safely by using the backslash as an escape character. The backslash shall not be confused with the forward slash. They do not do the same thing. Change the provided string to a string with single quotes at the beginning and end and no escape characters. Right now, the A tag in the string uses double quotes everywhere. You will need to change the other quotes to single quotes so you can remove the escape characters.
This Halloween.
Okay.
No, that's impossible.
So
Don't get caught.
Did you check the
and
basement
then
or the bedroom?
this
Without
encloses
the
the
perfect
whole
thing.
thing, the whole
They're both
thing.
out.
To treat every taste.
So
Well,
all of
that's it.
this double
We're out of
quotes
fun
right
then.
here shall be changed into single
This
quotes.
Halloween, don't live with the horror of being without Fanta. Get yours today.
You should remove all the backlashes. Okay. You should have
Been
two
thinking about
single,
McDonald's all day.
What?
Can't get it off
You
my
should have
mind.
two
I
single
can
quotes
already taste it.
and
Ooh,
4
got my mind on my
double
mouth
quotes.
and my mouth ready for some Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every
So
moment
am I
at
doing the other
McDonald's.
way around?
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal, single item at regular price.
Facebook leads the industry in stopping bad actors online. That's because they've invested $13 billion in teams and technology to enhance safety over the last 5 years. It's working. In just the past few months, they've taken down 1.7 billion fake accounts to stop bad actors from doing harm. But working to reduce harmful and illicit content on their platforms is never done. Learn more about how they're helping people connect and share safely at about.fb.com/safety.
Escape sequence and strings. Quotes are not only characters that can be escaped inside a string. There are 2 reasons to use escaping characters. To allow you to use characters you may not otherwise be able to type out, such as carriage return. To allow you to represent multiple quotes in a string without JavaScript means interpreting what you mean. We learned this in the previous challenge. Note that the backslash itself will be escaped in order to display as a backslash. Assign the following 3 lines of text into the single variable string using escape sequences. Okay, so we have here have new line, then new tab, then tab, then double backlash, second line, then new line, then draw line. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figure. No, I did it wrong. My string shall not contain any spaces. Okay. Yes. There you go. Concatenating strings with plus operator. In JavaScript, when the plus operator is used with a string value, it is called a concatenation operator. You can build a new string out of other strings by concatenating them together. Example, my name is Adam plus I concatenate. Watch out for spaces. Concatenation does not add spaces between concatenated strings, so you'll need to add them yourself. Example, const our string I come first plus I come second. The string I come first, I come second will be displayed in the console. Build my string from the strings. This is the start, and this is the start, and this is the end. Using the plus operator. Okay. We can also use the plus equal operator to concatenate a string until the end of an existing string variable. This can be helpful to break a long string over several times. Note, watch out for the spaces. Concatenation does not add the spaces between concatenated strings, so you need to add them yourself. Let our string I come first, our string plus equal I come second. Build my string over several lines of concatenating these two strings. This is the first sentence, this is the second sentence using the plus equal operator. So let my string equal to then string plus equal the second sentence. Sometimes you'll need constructing strings with variables. Sometimes you'll need to build a string Madlib style. By using the concatenation operator plus, you can insert one or more variables into a string. Your building, const our name, FreeCodeCamp, and our string hello. Our name is const our name. Alright, okay. Our string value of string. Hello, our name is set my name to a string equal to your name and build my string. My name is Taxonomy. Const my string. Okay. Yes. Just as we can build a string over multiple lines out of a string literals, we can also append variables to a string using the plus equal operator. Example: const an adjective awesome. Let our string FreeCodeCamp as our string plus equal an adjective. Our string will have the value FreeCodeCamp is awesome. Set some adjective to a string of at least 3 characters and append it to my string using the plus equal operator. Const some So send some adjective to a string of at least 3 characters and append it to my string using the plus equal operator. And append it to my string using the plus equal operator. You can find the length of a string value by writing that length after the string variable of a string literal or a string literal. Cancel that long and repeat that length. The value 10 will be displayed in the console. For example, if we created a variable const first name Ada, we could find out how long the string Ada is by using the first name .length property. We use the .length property to count the numbers of characters in the last name variable and assign it to the last name length. Sorry. So my sponsor today is Water. They are sponsoring me by giving me free life. Here, this is my sponsor for today. Water. So, if you're watching this video today or anytime in the future, just remember that Water sponsored this video, and what can I say? Just go and drink some water, man. It's good for yourself. It'll keep you hydrated. Okay, let's continue. You can find the length of a string value by writing line after this variable or string literal. Okay. Use the dot and then property to count the number of characters in the last name variable. Then assign it to the last name length.
Day. Can't get it off my mind. I can already taste it. Ooh, got my mind on my mouth. And
last
my
name
mouth
length
ready for
equal to
some
0.
Mickey D's deal.
There's a deal for every moment at McDonald's.
Right now, get 2 of your favorites for just $3.50. Mix and match a classic McChicken, a hot and spicy McChicken, or a juicy McDouble. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal, single item at regular price.
Facebook leads the industry in stopping bad actors online. That's because they've invested $13 billion in teams and technology to enhance safety over the last 5 years. It's working. In just the past few months, they've taken down 1.7 billion fake accounts to stop bad actors from doing harm. But working to reduce harmful and illicit content on their platforms is never done. Learn more about how they're helping people connect and share safely at about.fb.com/safety.
Hey Jen, we need to sell our home. Do you know a great agent?
I do. We just sold with a local Redfin agent. It was awesome. And we paid a 1% listing fee because we bought our new home with Redfin too.
Wow, 1%. Are Redfin agents full service?
Totally. Our Redfin agent did it all, and we sold for thousands more than the home next door.
I'll check out Redfin today.
1% listing fee when purchasing with Redfin, subject to minimums, terms, and conditions. Does not include buyer's agent commission. Learn more at redfin.com or call 844-759-7732.
Sometimes you want to find the length of a string. JavaScript makes this easy. So we have the first name is set to Ada, but we just use the .length property to find the length. So first name .length. Remember, first name is Ada here, and then .length will return an integer, a number that has the number of characters in the string. So that will be 3. So let's try this again. Here's another example. Last name length equals last name. We just have to type in .length. And just to show you, let me console.log that. And you'll be able to see if I put in last name length, and if I run that, you'll see 8, because there are 8 characters in the word Lovelace.
Okay. So last name length is equal to a number, and what we're doing here is getting last name length equal to last name .length so last name won't be equal to Lovelace, but it will be equal to Lovelace multiply by length, which is equal to 8. Now, I guess, do I need a console dialog? No, okay. Use bracket notation to find the first character in a string. Bracket notation is a way to get a character to a specific index within a string. Most modern programming languages like JavaScript don't start counting at 1 like humans. Like humans do, they start at 0. This is referred to as a zero-based indexing. For example, the characters at index 0 in the word Charles is C. So if const first name equal to Charles, you can get the value of the first letter of the string by using first name. For example, const first name equal to Charles, const first letter equal to first name. That's 0. First letter will have the value of the string C. Use bracket notation to find the first character in the last name variable and assign it to the first letter of last name. And try looking at the example above if you get stuck. Okay, change this line. Let first letter of last name equal to nothing. Const last name will be equal to Laplace. So first letter of last name will be equal to last name. Nope. 0. Maybe? Yep. Here you go. In JavaScript, strings are immutable, which means they cannot be altered once created. For example, the following code: let my string equals Bob, my string 0 equal to J. Cannot be changed the value of a string to job because the contents of my string cannot be altered. Note that this does not mean that my string cannot be changed, just that the individual characters of a string literal cannot be changed. The only way to change my string will be to assign it with a new string like this. Let my string equal to Bob, my string equal to job. Correct the assignment to my string so it contains the string value of hello world using the approach shown in the example above. Okay. So we change this to my string equal to, and then we grab the rest of the yellow of the words. Go. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. You can also use bracket notation to get the character at other positions within a string. Remember that computers start counting at 0, so the first character is actually the 0 character. 0. Example: const my first name. Const first name equal. Okay, funny thing, the first time I read Ada before I watched the video, I say Ada because I was trying to, I thought that was the way you said it. So const first name equal to Ada. Const second letter of first name equal to first name 1. Let's try to set third letter of last name to equal the third letter of the last name variable using bracket notation. Use bracket notation to find the last letter in a string. In order to get the last letter of a string, you can subtract one of the string's length. For example, if const first name equal Ada, you can get the value of the letter of the string by using first name parentheses first name dot length minus 1. Last letter will have a value of the string 8. Use bracket notation to find the last letter in the last character in the last name variable. And try looking at the example above if you okay. Last letter of last name. It will be equal to last name if then last name again that length minus 1. Use bracket notation to find the nth to last name, nth to last character in a string. You can use the same principle. You just what? I'm doing a stream. Thousands of people are watching me right now. Come on, man. I have 0 viewers. We will now use our knowledge of a string to build a Mad Libs style word game we're calling word blanks. You will create an optionally humorous fill in the blank style sentence. In a Mad Libs game, you are provided sentences with some missing words like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And you fill the missing pieces with words of your choice in a way that complete a sentence makes sense. Consider this sentence. It was really space blank, and we blank ourselves blank. This sentence has three missing pieces: an adjective, a verb, and an adverb. We can add words of our choice to complete it. We can then assign the complete sentence to a variable as follows. Count sentence. It was really hot and we love ourselves. In this challenge, we provide you with a noun, a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. You need to form a complete sentence using words of your choice, along with the others we provide. We will need to use a string concatenation operator plus to build a new string using the provided variables, my noun, my adjective, my verb, and my adverb. You will then assign the form string of the word blanks variable. You should not change the words assigned to the variable. You will also need to account for spaces in your string, so that the final sentence has spaces between all the words. The result should be a completed sentence. Const my noun equal to dot, my adjective equal to be, my verb equal to ran, my adverb equal to quickly. Word banks will be
what makes the perfect workout? Being able to ride, lift, and stretch in one place with motivating instructors.
Y'all look so good out there, Peloton.
Classes that always work around your busy summer schedule.
Push, Peloton, you've got 20 minutes of opportunity on this ride.
Instructor-curated playlists for every mood.
Let's turn it up, come on.
Now what if you had it all? Right at home. The Peloton Bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
My first plan to spice up the NFL season was to add man-eating tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards, people. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
Must be 18. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
At Circle K, we love your vehicle's engine as much as you do. That's why we're bringing you our best premium Circle K fuel. Your vehicle will love our premium fuel because it protects engines with double the cleaning detergents, improving engine performance and also lowering emissions. A cleaner engine means both you and your engine will enjoy smoother drives and happier journeys. So don't just put anything in your tank, show your engine some love. Head to Circle K and fuel up with Circle K Premium Fuel, our best fuel.
Be my noun plus I need to be careful with the spaces. So I need to add one space right here, my adjective. Then since dog and big and ran and quickly don't have any spaces, to this, then my noun, then plus, then so it will be red. The big dog ran quickly? I mean, that's pretty good, right? The big dog ran quickly. Yep. I liked it. Then another space. my adverb. I forgot the common style. There you go. With JavaScript array variables can store several pieces of data in one place. You start an array declaration with an opening square bracket, end it with a closing square bracket, and put a comma between each entry like this. A square bracket, okay. Yes. Const sandwich equal to a square bracket, peanut butter, jelly, bread. Modify my new array. My array so that it contains both a string and a number in that order. A string and a number. Okay. So what about car? No. The string F. So the string 1. As in F1, like Formula 1. Nah. The second item in the array should be a number. Okay, so yes, because of two parentheses is considered an array. Yes, exactly. You can also nest arrays within other arrays like below. Const teams equal to balls 23, y sets 45. This is also called a multidimensional array. Created a nested array called my array. Create a nested array called my array. So my array will be equal to so let's try having the same thing. Let's see here. So let's go. I mean, I'm gonna use the same one. We can access the data inside arrays using indexes. Array indexes are written in the same bracket notation that strings use. Except that instead of specifying a character, they're specifying an entry in the array. Like the strings, arrays use zero-based indexing. So the first element in an array has an index of 0. Example, const array 0. Constant array equal to 1. Array 0 is now 50 and the end data has the value of 60. There shouldn't be any spaces between the array name and the square bracket, like array. Although JavaScript is able to process this correctly, this may confuse other programmers reading your code. Create a variable called myData and set it to equal the first value of my array using bracket notation. Okay. So const data equal to array bracket notation semicolon. Oh, my data. Sorry. My data equal to array. There you go. Okay. Unlike strings, the entries of arrays are mutable and can be changed freely, even if the array was declared with const. Unlike strings, the entries of arrays are mutable and can be changed freely, even if the array was declared with const. Example, const our array is equal to 50, 40, and 30. Our array value, first value will be equal to 15. Our array now has the value of 15, 40, and 30. Note, there shouldn't be any spaces between your array. Modify the data stored at index 0 of my array to a value of 45. So my array will be equal to forgot that. The first number of my array will be equal to 45. We delete this that we don't need. And semicolon. One way to think of a multidimensional array is an array of arrays. When you use bracket to access your array, the first set of brackets refers to the entry in the outermost, the first level array, and each additional pair of brackets refers to the next level of entries inside. Oh, okay. Okay, so array 3 is going to give you the fourth item, which is this one right here. Array 3, 4. Array 3, 0, 3 will give you the fourth item, to put it like that, and then out of the first item, this one, because now we're selecting 0, so it's gonna be 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then array 3, 0, 1 is equal to 11, so we're directly selecting this one right here. So if we wanted to choose not 9 will be easy, 13, will be array 3, then 1, then 0, maybe, Oh, here, we can try it right here. But I don't know if it's gonna give me the answer that I want. It's just gonna give me an error. Okay, never mind. Using the break annotation, select an element from my array using the my data is equal to 8. My data is equal to 8. So I want to select this one. This one is the third item, so he'll be 4. I mean 2. Because it's 1. Because we're starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2. And then we want the second item, and the second item is 1. Good. An easy way to append data to the end of an array is via the push function. An easy way to append data is to the end of an array is via the push function. Push takes one or more parameters and pushes them onto the end of the array. So const array 1, 1, 2, 3. Push. Now array 1 now has the value of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because we push
Facebook leads the industry in stopping bad actors online. That's because they've invested $13 billion in teams and technology to enhance safety over the last 5 years. It's working. In just the past few months, they've taken down 1.7 billion fake accounts to stop bad actors from doing harm. But working to reduce harmful and illicit content on their platforms is never done.
Oh, okay.
Learn more about how they're helping people connect and share safely at about.fb.com/safety.
Hey, Washington, D.C., we all missed the cheers, the tears, and the touchdowns. The excitement of a last-second field goal to get the heart pumping. The football season's finally here. So now is the time to head to Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Racing to place your bets for Week 8. And placing your bets at the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Charlestown Racing is an easy way to earn exciting My Choice rewards all season long. At the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Charlestown Racing. Casino is regulated by the West Virginia Lottery. Gamble too much, call 1-800-522-4700 for free confidential help. Must be 21.
General Insurance presents Shower Ballads by Shaq.
Alright. Good. Another way to change the data in an array is with that pop function. That pop is used to pop a value of the end of an array. We can store this pop of value by assigning it to a variable. In other words, that pop parentheses remove the last element from an array and returns that element. Any type of entry can be put of any array, numbers, strings, even nested arrays. Const 3r equal to 1, 4, and 6. Const 1 down equal to 3r that pop. The first constant along will display the value of 6. So it's 1 down will be used to pop a value of the end of an array. 1 and 4. Okay. So 1 down will be 6 because use that pump function to remove the last item from my array and assign the pop of value to a new variable removed from my array. Okay, to a new variable. and that variable is going to be called remove from my array. Okay, so let's go with const remove from my array equal to my array that pop which will be popping the cat 2, leaving only John 23. Pop always remove the last element of an array. What if you want to remove the first? That's where shift comes in. It works just like pop, except we removes the first element instead of the last. Example, const our array of Stimson, J, and cat. Const remove from our array shift will be deleting Stimson. So remove from our array will have a value of the string Stimson, and our array will have J and cat. Use the shift function to remove the first item from my array and assign the shift of value to a new variable removed from my array. So I have const remove from my array equal to my array that shift parentheses. No, not inside. There you go. Okay. Not only can you shift elements of the beginning of an array, you can also unshift elements to the beginning of an array. We'll add elements in front of an array. Unshift works exactly like push, but instead of adding the element to the end of the array, unshift adds to the element to the beginning of the array. So const array Stimson, J, and cat. Array will shift array unshift happy. So shift will be replacing Stimson, and shift will be adding happy to the array. So we'll leave, you know what? Yeah, after the shift of array, we'll have the value of J and cat. After the unshift array, we'll have the value of happy, J and cat. Add pal35 to the beginning of my array variable using unshift. My array that unshift parentheses. Create a shopping list in the variable myList. The list should be a multi-dimensional array containing several sub-arrays. The first element in each sub-array should contain a string with the name of the item. The second element should be a number representing the quantity. There should be at least 5 sub-arrays in the list. Milk chocolate bar. 16. So pretty much need to add 5 sub-arrays. Is that what they asking for? chocolate and mint, even though I don't like mint, chocolate and mint. Number 17, chocolate and no, that's not how it's spelled vanilla. That's how you spell it in Spanish. No, there you go. Chocolate and vanilla bar. Number of 18. Then we're gonna have a vanilla bar. In JavaScript, we can divide up our code into reusable parts called functions. Here's an example of a code function. Function name equal to console.log hello world. You can call or invoke this function by using its name followed by parentheses, like this, function name. Each time the function is called, it will print out the message hello world on the dev console. All of the code between the curly braces will be executed every time the function is called. Create a function called reusable function, which prints hi world to the dev console, and then call the function. Okay, so now we have to do console.log. We're gonna have function. It will be reusable function. Parentheses, the console.log, then our hi Okay, then I need to call it. So here I just stated that the function, reusable function, will be calling hi world. Now I have to actually call it. Yes. True. Function name. So it will be there you go. Parameters of variables that act as placeholders for the values that are to be input to a function when it's called. When a function is defined, it is typically defined along with one or more parameters. The actual values that are input or passed into a function when it's called are known as arguments. Here's a function with two parameters, param2, function type from param1. Okay. Okay, then we'll call test fun like this. Test fun hello world. We have passed two string arguments hello and word inside the function parent1 will be equal to string hello and parent2 will be equal to the string word. Now that you could call test fun again with different arguments, and the parameter will take on the value of the new arguments. Create a function called function with args that accept 2 arguments and output their sum to the web console. Call the function with the numbers. That accept 2 arguments and output their sum. So it will be function equal to function equal to function with args. We open parentheses and then we give it 2 parameters. Arguments. So we'll have argument 1 and argument 2. This equal to 1, so that log Yes. Did I miss a semicolon? Yeah. Did I? Yeah, I did. We can pass values into a function with arguments. You can use a return statement to send a value back out of a function. Function plus 3 num, which will be expecting a value of a number value. Parentheses return num plus 3 const answer equal plus 3 will be 5. So he did plus 3. This num will be changed by the 5, which will be returned.
If you live or work near
num,
Friendship Heights in DC,
5 plus
you
3.
have a new way to weld right around
Answer
the corner.
test the value
Weld
of
by
8.
Kaiser
Yep.
Permanente is primary care like you've never experienced before. It's a personalized approach to great health with skilled Permanente physicians who are known
Plus
for
we
delivering
take
better
an
health
argument
outcomes,
for
all
num
for
and
your
returns a value
well-being.
equal to
Healthcare
num
done
plus
well
3.
is
Create a
here.
function
Well by Kaiser
times
Permanente
5
at
that
Friendship
is
Heights.
a
Learn more at
argument.
kp.org/well.
Multiply it by 5 and it returns a new
Facebook
value.
leads the industry in stopping bad actors
Okay.
online. That's
So
because they've invested $13
create
billion
a
in
function
teams and technology to enhance safety over the
called
last 5 years. It's working.
times
In just
5
the past few months, they've taken
that
down
will
1.7
accept
billion fake accounts to stop
an
bad
argument.
actors from doing harm. But working to
a
reduce
number.
harmful and illicit content on their platforms is never done. Learn more about how they're
Then
helping people connect and share safely at
it returns the new value and then return.
about.fb.com/safety.
At Circle K, we love your vehicle's engine as much as you do. That's why we're bringing you our best premium
returns
Circle K fuel. Your vehicle will love our premium fuel because it protects engines with double the cleaning detergents, improving engine performance, and also lowering emissions. A cleaner engine means both you and your engine will enjoy smoother drives and happier journeys. So don't just put anything in your tank, show your engine some love. Head to Circle K and fuel up with Circle K Premium Fuel, our best fuel.
Wait, is that it? I'm just gonna keep them here too. In JavaScript, code refers to the visibility of variables. Variables which are defined outside of a function block have double scope. This means they can be seen everywhere in your JavaScript code. Variables which are declared without the let or const keyword are automatically created into the global scope. Okay, so it is asking us to use let or const. Declare a global variable named global outside any function. Outside of any function initially set to the value of plan. So I'm gonna create a const inside the function fun1 inside 5 to oops global without using the let or const keyword. So utilizing var function fun1 we have a bar global. This will be equal to 5. Then the function 2 will be my var equal to var output. It will be equal to empty if type of my global is undefined. So if my global is undefined, output better.
Scope refers to the visibility of variables. Variables which are defined outside of a function block have global scope. Global scope means they can be seen everywhere in your JavaScript code. For instance, I'm going to declare a variable right here called myGlobal. I'll set it to 10. Now, since this is set outside of a function, we can see it anywhere in the whole code, even in this function right here called fun2. We can see that we reference it here, and we're going to be able to see it. Now, this is an if statement, which we will talk more about later, but we're checking if the type of myGlobal does not equal undefined. So it will not equal undefined if it has been defined and the program knows about the variable. Since this is global scope, it does not equal undefined. It equals 10. The program knows about the variable because this is in global scope. So since this function can access the myGlobal variable, we'll run what's in this if statement, where we just add to this output variable myGlobal, and then we put with the value of myGlobal, which is 10. Now here's another example where we're going to see if the type of oops global equals undefined. Well, we're going to set that here. So it is possible to set a variable without using the var keyword. So I'm going to set this to oops global equals 5. So you can see here that there is no var keyword. So normally, if you do use a var keyword, since this is within a function, it will be scoped to that function. If we had the var keyword here, this would be scoped to this function, so you would not be able to see it in this function. However, since we forgot to put the var keyword in this example, there's no var keyword, it becomes global automatically. That means you can access it anywhere else in the program, including here. So if we put the var keyword, then oops global would equal undefined, and then we would never have this line in the output. However, since we did not put the var keyword, oops global equals 5, and this will be added to the output, oops global and then the : 5. So when we console.log the output, it's going to say my global 10, oops global 5. Now, actually, it's not going to say that because this is in Scrimba, and in Scrimba, it's more careful and just enforces the fact that you have to use a var keyword. But if we were in our browser, it would not enforce the var keyword, and then it would actually show my global 10, oops global 5. If this was a little complicated, don't worry about that because a lot of these concepts we'll be going over again later with additional examples.
Okay, that was great. So my problem here was that I was declaring the variable and I was typing the var. So now we'll be able to pass this function without any problem. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the stream for today. I did a small introduction at the beginning of the stream, but I guess it kinda well, I was actually muted, so it was my bad. I didn't test it, and I didn't realize that I was muted until like 15 minutes in the in the stream. So my name is Daniel Cruz. I'm a self-taught developer. Well, I'm not a self-taught developer yet. I still need a lot to learn. My goal is to become a front-end developer. I've been doing websites every now and then. I learned how to utilize software such as Photoshop and Illustrator, and I had some customers that actually wanted some like a website and stuff. So this is actually the I hope you guys are able to see it. Let me see. Okay, there you go. Here we go. Now we're cool. Now we're fine. Okay, so oh, that was why, because I made it bigger. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, here we go. So this is actually the first, not the first one, but actually the last website I created. This is for a company called Silas Landscaping here in the DMV area, Washington DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So I did all this. I did I utilized let me see if I can show it to you guys. I'll be creating YouTube videos out of this stream, so hopefully I can you know, get some people watching my next streams that I'll be creating. While I find that file that I want to show you guys, I just want to say that my goal here are two things. First of all, get it to know, like, make some marketing about myself, so that one day I can get a front-end developer job here in the area, or maybe remote or something like that. I don't know.
Hey Jen, we need to sell our home.
I'm
Do you
willing
know a
to
great
move
agent?
though,
I
so
do. We just sold
it,
with a local
it would all
Redfin
depend.
agent. It was awesome, and we paid a 1% listing
I've
fee because we
been
bought our new home with
doing
Redfin too.
Wow, 1%.
a little bit
Are
of
Redfin
graphic
agents full
design, just a
service?
little bit.
Totally. Our Redfin agent
I
did
work
it all, and we sold for thousands more than the home next
right
door.
now. I'm working
I'll
at
check out
Amazon
Redfin today.
Fulfillment Center,
1% listing fee when
so
purchasing
I have a
with
night
Redfin,
shift. I
subject to
work
minimums,
12 hours
terms,
a
and
day.
conditions. Does not include buyer's
That's where
agent
normally
commission.
I'll
Learn
be
more at
streaming during the night or
redfin.com call
early in the morning. I don't think I'll be doing it
844-759-7732.
early in the morning because I don't think a lot of you guys
Discover
will be
deals
online.
and find fall fashion at
But
Burlington.
still,
With a new season
I'm gonna try my
comes
best
new styles
to
and
bring
new
you guys some
savings.
content.
Save on matching sets,
At
jeans
least
and fresh washes,
Monday, Tuesday,
flattering
and
prices,
Wednesday.
and modern cuts. Explore amazing prices on activewear.
Second. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll be going over either freecodecamp.org or I'll be creating my portfolio or another website for somebody else. I don't know. It would all depend on like what kind of projects I have by then. So my goal here is to get a job as a front-end developer and also to show a lot of people who are in this road to become a self-taught front-end developer that it is possible. You know, when I started, I didn't know anything. Like the first website that I attempted to create was, you know, really bad. And I'm not saying that this website right here is amazing or anything. You know, it's good. I think it's alright. But you know, I still wanna get better with all my skills. So that's why I'm going back to the basics, going back to JavaScript. I still don't know too much about JavaScript. I really want to get into React or Vue. Most likely React that has been calling my attention, and Next.js and what is the other called? Node.js. Because I want to, you know, learn a little bit about the server side, the backend technologies of a website, and by utilizing JavaScript mainly, because I first want to get a really good understanding of JavaScript before I jump into any other programming languages. So yeah, I wanna, you know, it's being hard. As I said at first, I didn't even know what I was doing. It took me so long to learn a lot of things. I've been learning about UX design because I feel like having a good website, it's not only a matter of learning how to code it, but also making sure that it looks good and it works in any kind of setting. So if we're going like mobile, you know, it's gonna kind of getting responding. So he can work in any kind of platform. And let me see if I can. Developer tools, Lighthouse, generate report. So it's not that good, you know, and I know it's a small website, so it's not like these numbers mean a lot. Um, but you know, it's something. It's something. I like quality. I like quality in all my work and all work that I do. So I make sure that I give 120, 130% of my capabilities in order to make sure that my work shows quality. You know. So this was my attempt on. Let's see. Specific window. Show Adobe XD. Then done. And then where's. I'm not really used to the Streamlabs OBS. I'm sorry. Are the new servers? Here we go. Here we go. No, come on. No, we don't go. Let me see. Is there any reason why I cannot stream? Adobe XD? Man, I don't know why this is not working. Okay, never mind. But so I utilize Adobe XD for me to create the the wireframe, a small little it's not a brand identity. It's like where I explain the colors that we're gonna be using, the typography, logos, buttons, and everything. Then I went to the customer to show them like how it will look like, and I also have and this is the code. Let me try to hope this one works. Okay, so this is the website, and this is what I coded. It only has a little bit of JavaScript just for the navigation bar. Then the form right here. This is going to netlify.com, and I didn't connect it to any email or phone services because we're actually having problems with we're having problems with with my customer. Well, actually, my customer is having problems with the first website that he created, which is this one. And this is actually the reason why they hire me. So the first person that made it, like the first developer who made this website, he doesn't respond to any messages. He has a really bad customer service per se. So my customer doesn't really want to deal with him, and he wanted to change some things, but they never reply. And this is the website that they had before. They have two forms, one for sending messages. I believe this one doesn't work, and then the mail message does work, and then the about us site. So they pretty much have 5 sites, not websites, kind of thing. This website. So, and this one doesn't do anything. So the first thing that I did is creating a max width where the website will stop growing, so it can remain at this size right here that we're looking at. I make it mobile responsive. I kind of clean out, I added some white space, I cleaned it out a little bit. The name for Silas Landscaping, this is the logo. I didn't do anything with the logo as it is because yeah, it was good enough. I wasn't gonna change anything. To be honest, I didn't need to spend the money on changing the logo because it was good. What I did was changing the typography of the logo, which didn't really work. This one didn't really work with what they were doing. You know, it kind of, I don't know. When I see this typography, it kind of makes me feel like some sort of like not technology, but something focused on like a younger style kind of thing, like a younger clients and stuff like that. So when I talk with my customer about what kind of customers he has, most of them were old people who wanted to have a nice landscape but didn't really have the energy or time to actually have it done. So that's why I decided on this picture right here with the pretty much, you know, an old generation family. So the first thing I wanted to do was to appeal to the customer and have a really nice, you know, call to action. So even if they don't want to read all the whole thing, they can just go to the website and click call now, and you know, make the phone call right away. So after that, we talk about a little bit of the company, then the services that we're providing. You know, a little bit of marketing. I'll say like leave the work to us. We'll leave the relaxing to you. You know, just some sort of like not branding, but I don't know. Contact us. These two buttons right here, they take us to the same site, and then the area that they're working on and other information and social media. And here the contact us site. Still social media is a big part of it, so we're trying to, you know, have it everywhere. So yeah, this is my last website. Right now I have only gotten like freelance jobs and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of things that I need to improve. I need to improve in the structure of this streams too. You know what I'm gonna talk about. To stop rambling and, you know, getting all the information ready. But honestly, I feel like if you don't start, I needed to start today. You know, because otherwise I was just gonna keep going and trying to lose time doing this. So yeah. So for the next stream, I'll be back on probably Sunday or Monday. I will let you guys know on social media, on YouTube and stuff. We'll be going a little bit back to Free Code Camp, and after that, we're gonna be preparing for some JavaScript projects that we're gonna be building. You know, just some small projects like the calculator and stuff like that, just to be testing out all the knowledge that we get into this amazing website that is freecodecamp.org. So I still need to get down my resume. I have a lot of things that I would like to show you guys, but you know, I really wanted to have it organized, and I really wanted to have it like clean, have a meaning for it. So that's what I'm working on right now. I like both sides. I like the programming side and I like the design side. So I like a website that looks good, that it appeals to the customer, you know, that can generate some that can generate sales if that's what is needed to, that it can generate you know, social media presence if that's what it needed, and it also works perfectly. Like it's fast, it's the images are easy to load in, and it's right now I've been only building on what is it called, landing sites. I did work on this thing right here. Let me show you. Um, so this is a project that I built um, for the Embassy of Honduras here in Washington D.C. So this is a call to yeah, it's a man, I had the names in my head. As soon as I start the streaming, I forget everything I know. I'm sorry. Um, a little bit nervous. But so pretty much I typed some text here. What the goal with this was, um, after the pandemic, pandemic, um, we were having trouble on calling people. They were having trouble on calling people inside the embassy, to get their passports and stuff. So I needed to find a way that they can call people through the monitors, without doing a mess, without stepping outside the area where they were and stuff like that. So this is what I created. Pretty much, you put any random name. It is in Spanish because Honduras is a Spanish-speaking country. So yeah, just the reason why. Um, get to select like the name, the languages and stuff, the rate, the pitch.
Any random name. Ventanilla 5.
This was supposed to be used in Spanish, but just for testing purposes, I'm keeping it in English. So this is another project that I did. Yes, it was mainly focused on JavaScript, and there are a lot of things that I would like to change. Actually, just to show you guys, let me see if I can find a way to show you what the program was meant to be like here. Okay, so this llamando means that it is currently be calling this name right here. So I'm gonna have this button right here that I will have to I need to take off reset and these letters, just put some buttons right there. So here, this one is the person that is calling. When you click next, this name right here will go to actualmente, means that is the one currently calling. So this name right here will be gone to this one right here, and then from here, the one that was right here will go to anterior. So this one is the one that is actually calling right now, and this one the last person that was called. So this was how I wanted to be structured. Unfortunately, due to other personal reasons, I couldn't finish it, but I'm still going to work on it as soon as I get a little bit more time to do it. So yeah, that's one of the other projects I have built. I don't know. I have tried to build a lot of like projects that are actually for like people to use, but unfortunately, one of them, for example, I created a website, but the person has the website down because she's not using it anymore. So that's unfortunately I cannot show you guys that. But we'll be building more projects, and we'll have a lot to talk about. So hope you guys have a nice one, and